Welcome to episode number 16 of The Roar, the show for all things Hershey Cubs, players and coaches, personnel, and news. I'm Clay Thomas, your host and broadcaster for the Cubs. Today, joining me, I'm used to saying us. Josh is not with me. We're now doing solo with multiple players at once. Joining me is Cubs forwards William Michetti and Éliot Bourget. Now, for me specifically, I chose the two of these guys as pairs because oftentimes during games, due to the fact that William is number 25 and Éliot is number 26, I call them the wrong person quite often because I can't make out which number it actually is on the ice, especially when I can't quite read their names. So, fellas, thank you for joining me. And how you guys doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Doing good. Thank you.
I'm doing all right. A little out of my element. I'm dog sitting, so I'm making do. Obviously, I can't. I have to hold my mic. I couldn't bring my mic stand to hold it, but that's just me. We're fighting and going through the battle and the grind right now. But so this is both your first years with the Cubs. You guys have put on a stellar season so far as of late. You guys have both done tremendous things, especially on the offensive end. I mean, first off, not to pump your tires too much, but William, you're second on the team in scoring. You've kind of skyrocketed as of the last few months. And Éliot, you're doing just the same, doing a great job in your own right with your own 15 points, doing a great job. 6 goals, 9 points or 6 goals, 9 assists to your credit. And then for, William, you got your 14 goals and your 22 assists. But boys, that 12-game win streak, it was awesome. You guys are all riding high. And then at the end of the first half, it kind of like stalled a little bit. You were still playing good hockey right now. You guys came off of, a couple of good wins this past weekend. But I'll start out with William. What do you guys look for in a playoff push coming up?
Obviously, we want to gain some momentum before the playoffs. We want to keep pushing, beat those big teams, so we have confidence and a bit of momentum.
Éliot, how about
Yeah,
you?
just like Will said. Yeah, just like Will said, we need to like when those big game coming up to get like a good positioning for the playoffs.
Now even specifically, which one it was? William, you're actually on you're on your own little goal streak here as of late. What have you been seeing on the ice that's allowed you to be so productive on the ice? You got 2 goals against 2 games ago, and then in your most recent game you had one.
Teammates are opening some stuff up for me. My shot has been pretty good. I started working on this quicker release, low blocker. Usually, I've been working on it in practice, and it's been opening up in games too.
And Éliot, I know at times it seems like we see you have some crushing hits here and there as of late. What goes into that mindset of trying to be like bring some physicality to the hockey games?
Yeah, being physical is my big thing. I love going to the corner, hit people, but like the goalie in last game wasn't the best, but
I was gonna, all right, yeah, that was gonna lead me into my next question was what happened there? Why did they say that you got, I swear you weren't fighting in that game either. Like you
no.
kind of crashed into the goalie and it was like an act, like you wouldn't willingly just go take out the goalie if he's out behind the net. Like you're just going for the puck, yes?
Yeah, I was going for the puck all in, but he came out of his net so late,
Yeah.
didn't have tape to break in. Like that happened.
And I mean, we don't condone fighting at this level or anywhere, but Gabriel did a good job there standing up for you. You kind of got bum rushed there by like multiple players,
That
and
was
you kind of
Justin though.
did I say? Oh, I said Gabriel. I'm sorry. Yeah, Justin. The 10 and
Yeah.
13. See, even 10 and 13 in my mind, it just kind of screwed with me a little bit. It's a lot more embarrassing than 25 and 26, but either way, what kind of testament does that show for Justin for being able to step up in a moment like that and risk getting taken out of the game?
He did amazing. Like there were three guys on me.
Yeah.
I was able to do anything, so he just came to help me, and I don't know. He had fun.
Now, this could be for either of you, but what kind of lit a spark for you guys? I know it's a team that you guys have beaten in the past. I mean, you were 3-0 against them before this past game, but what kind of sparked it after that first period where you guys kind of all seemed as a low and a lull? I mean, the goaltender was doing a good job. You guys were bombarding it with some shots, but then all of a sudden it kind of stalemated a little bit, and then they went up 1-0.
You want to go, Boots?
I can go like in first period. We were just like shooting every puck at the goalie. Nothing was going in. we were just trying to keep going, but the goalie was doing a great job. We just need to keep going, going for the rebound, and yeah.
William, how about you?
Yeah, I think it's one of those games where the goalie's hot, but you just need one to get the machine going, and that's what happened. We scored the first goal, and we scored like two more in the next 5 minutes. So we just needed a good goal, a big goal to get in there, start the get the machine going.
And now, have you guys ever seen anything quite like that third period where I guess one kid got taken out? I didn't even know necessarily see because it just went down for fighting. I forget which player it was, got tossed for fighting. And then the coach gets tossed, and then they have no coach. Have you ever seen anything like that before in any kind of sport?
No,
No,
Like,
I
but
thought I
usually
thought
they
the
have
game was over.
multiple. Yeah, usually they have multiple coaches.
right.
Yeah,
Like me and Josh were up there in the booth and we're like, are they about to be like an all player coach team right now? Like that was the weirdest thing.
yeah. Like as a ref, I never saw that in Quebec before. I was like, there's no more coach on the bench. You can't play the game anymore. But like, I guess,
I was gonna say, I was like, do we have to stop play now? But then I guess a little karma bit him because he then tripped when he was trying to walk out, which is kind of tough.
was funny.
Yeah.
But that actually leads me into another question. You know, Elliot's setting me up perfectly here so far. I love it. Both you guys obviously hail from Quebec, Canada. So what went into each of your decisions, deciding to come to America and come to Hershey to play at this junior level in the USPHL? William, I'll start with you.
Well, obviously, like a lot of young players, their goal is to go play NCAA. And back home in Quebec, I think Elliot could testify for this. You don't get a lot of, like, you don't get seen a lot. Not that many scouts come. So just coming to the States and playing in the USP gets you a lot more exposure to go to the next level, especially at 18 and 17, like we are. I think that would play a big part in coming to Hershey.
Elliot, how about you?
Yeah, pretty same for me. Like I wanted to get seen, and my main objective is to play NCAA. So talking with my advisor and with PL, we decided to come here to Hershey was a great idea for me to get seen for the next level.
What went into your decision specifically for Hershey then too? Because there's obviously many teams to choose from, some closer to Quebec than here, but what specifically drew you guys to Hershey? This time I'll start with Elliot.
So yeah, my advisor is a good friend of uh, the scout of the Hershey Cubs, Pierre Luc. So yeah, they talked together, and I sent him some clips that he sent to Brennan after, and I guess that was a match, and now I'm here.
Now you're here. William, how about you?
Yeah, it's a bit the same thing. PL knew one of the coaches I worked out with in the summer, and when he asked me if I was interested in playing in the States this year, he got me in contact with PL, sent some clips, got in contact with Brennan, and that's what happened.
The rest is history. I guess it was a couple matches made in heaven for you guys. Now,
Yep.
growing up, what was it like trying or not growing, what was it like? What helped you develop a passion for hockey and why you chose to pursue hockey more than maybe other sports or anything else? William, I'll start with you this time.
I think starting at such a young age got me into it. Big hockey family. My dad didn't really play, but he always wanted to play. And just being in such a big hockey city like Montreal, I think it really helps. Like just everybody in Montreal likes the Habs,
Yeah.
and my brother used to play a lot. That just really got me into hockey.
Elliot, how about you?
Yeah, actually, it's pretty the same. I started playing hockey when I was like 4, and my dad was playing also hockey, so that just made me want to play hockey and get to the next level every year, and that's what happened.
I guess it's a little stereotypical. I mean, you're born in Canada. It's like either that or I don't know what else. I mean, not not to be too stereotypical, but I guess it makes a lot of sense. But another thing was, would you guys try to mimic your game after any specific player that you either grew up watching or anybody now?
Yeah, so as I was younger, my parents told me to like go play hard in the corners, win my battles, just try to shoot the puck quick, and that's what I based my game on. It's not really after a certain player. Maybe some players I like to slow down the play, like I try to base them after, but it's not after like one player in particular.
Elliot, how about you?
When I start playing hockey, I was like Will. So my dad was telling me like just do everything good, like go in the corner, play hard, shoot the puck, skate with the puck, like. But like a bit after when Nathan McKinnon came in the NHL, I started loving him. So I'm trying to do like him, but I'm not as good at it.
I mean, hey, he's an impressive player, one of the best in the league.
Yeah.
Now, next thing I wanted to ask was, a lot of guys have gotten to be able to express themselves more and tell their own story a little bit and about what they're like off the ice. We've talked a lot of golf. We've had some football talk. Some guys have some weird superstitions and stereotypes. Marco Taffo, I asked him before the last game, "Do you eat anything today?" And he still said no. And I was like, good luck. That's bizarre because I don't know how you don't eat. But I'll first start with this. But because this is usually Josh's question. But do you guys have any game day superstitions or required meals that you like have to have before a game?
I just eat whatever my billet makes me.
Yeah.
I don't have nothing in particular. And when I get to the rink, when I take my stick, I usually put like a smiley face on the backhand with the wax. But other than that, it's just very relaxed before the game. Nothing
Why
too big.
why a smiley face in particular?
I don't know. It's just I started doing this year because usually I used to put white tape on my stick, but with the
Mhm.
black tape, you could do pretty much anything with the wax. And I was in the mood, started scoring goals with it, so I could just rolled with it.
Hey, whatever works, works. I mean, people say you look good, you feel good, you play good, but I guess having a smiley face will do just the same. It's like a good omen. Like, hey, you're gonna have a good game today, and you're gonna smile.
Yeah.
Elliot, how about you?
For myself, pretty like me and like my roommate, I know we passed like 3 hours before the game. So just before leaving for the arena, we passed and at the rink, nothing really special. I just stay my two sticks together and after just relax myself for the game.
Hmm, not bad. Now, pretty simple for the both of you. I respect that. I was more the way myself when I played sports. I mean, still not as crazy as Marco, and I'm always gonna come back to that because that's still absurd and blows my mind because I don't know where he gets his energy from, but I guess he gets it the night before when he eats a big meal. But one thing I wanted to get to was what do you guys like to do off the ice? I mean, not everything is hockey, I can imagine. William, do you have
Uh,
anything?
yeah, and this summer I play like a lot of guys on the team. I play a lot of golf. I've been playing since I was young. Uh, I used to play soccer, but I stopped at maybe 15, 14.
Wh-
And oh,
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say, have you gotten to play golf at all since you've come here?
yeah, I played a lot when I got here. But then I started having to do homework and being behind on my homework, so I had to take a little break. But I played a lot when I got here, like the first few weeks.
Do you have any favorite courses that you've been to here? Like any of the ones like kind of stick out to you the most?
Yeah, I'm in York Haven, and there's like this Valley Green golf course, like 10 minutes away. So I just come back, get dressed, and play 18 holes after practice.
Okay. After prep, dang, that's
We practice
aren't
in the
you?
morning, so it's
I
not too
mean,
bad.
yeah, but that's still pretty impressive. I mean, you got good conditioning there. But then again, I guess you could just be driving the cart, get up and get out.
Yeah, I am driving the cart.
Do you have what's your best score?
I've played a few 76s.
Everybody on this team is just like really good at golf. It's kind of crazy. We should just have a charity golf event sometime. I mean, we do so many charities. We should do one of those.
Yeah, we should.
Who
Yeah,
do you
we
guys
should.
who do you guys think would win that out of the players?
I think
Will is pretty
I
good actually.
yeah, I've played with a few players. I think LaBelle is pretty good.
Okay.
I've been told LaBelle, Ryan,
Yeah.
Carson are all pretty good.
Yeah, we're when John was on, he was talking about how about his golf game and everything, and he was talking about I think he did name drop you or somebody else might have. I think Graney might have too. But he said that you were one of the top guys too, that they would probably be one of the better ones and probably would win. But I feel like I should just mention that to Crystal now. You should put on a charity golf game for former, current, and like possibly future players, depending on when it happens. But I think I just came up with a great idea. Props to me, I
Yeah.
guess. I guess. But
Yeah.
Elliot, what do you like to do off the ice, man?
Off the ice, I like to play golf also like Will, but I like to stay on the ice also. I'm a ref, so I like to ref in Quebec. It's a pretty fun thing to do.
What's the worst thing that's might have ever like obviously I guess keep it PG a little bit here, but what's the worst thing you've probably ever heard on the ice or like from a fan or a parent in the stands?
Oh, I don't know. Like last year, like I was like in charge of the game, so with the orange thing, and I missed the call like behind the play. I wasn't looking behind me, and there was like a darting behind the play, and I didn't saw it, and everybody was yelling at me. The coach was so mad, broke his board in front of me, yelling something I can't really say, but yeah, that was pretty big.
Do you think it was about as bad as what what could have been said this past game?
Oh no, I heard what he said. That no, that wasn't as bad as it.
Oh wow. What do you think is more challenging, trying to stay on the ice the entirety to ref or playing the actual game where you get to at least take some breaks, even though you're playing and you're going faster? But is it a little difficult trying to stay out there the entire time? I wouldn't know. I'm asking personally just because it's interesting to me.
No, actually, I like both, but like hockey, I think like the hockey vision, I prefer the hockey vision than the ref vision. But I still yell at the ref, and I'm a ref, so like, I like it both.
Yeah, would you have kicked yourself out of the game from last weekend?
No, no, I wouldn't. Maybe like okay, I'll give myself like a goalie obstruction
Yeah,
max, not a five for charging and a five for fighting.
yeah.
That was too much, I think.
Yeah, I think I actually even saw you like kind of not a little angry, probably quite frustrated because you also smacked your stick on
Yeah,
on the glass. I was like, I don't think he agrees with that call.
yeah, I wasn't agree. Great call.
But speaking of charities, and I kind of set myself up for this one. Can you guys just talk about, some of the great things that the Cubs have been able to do in the community with especially like the teddy bear toss and showing appreciation to everybody that, supports them. I mean, we just had, the Billet appreciation night. Just speak on a couple of those things and, what billet parents and billet families mean to the players. William, I'll start with you.
Obviously, the Cubs do a lot of good things. They like there was the military night. We go do charity work at Cocoa Packs. There's a teddy bear toss game this Friday. I think we're going to give them out at the elementary schools.
Awesome.
And yeah, it's good to appreciate the billets because they do so much for you. Like I've been sick these past few days, and she's just been so helpful. Gave me Tylenols, Dayquil, Kleenex, filled up my water bottle a few times. She's been really good, and she's been good all year. And it's good to appreciate that at least one night.
Elliot, how about you? What do you think of all their charitable efforts and what billets mean to everybody?
Oh yeah, billets, it's a big thing. And coming to play here in the US, like coming in a billet family without knowing anything
Hmm.
was a big thing. They're very good with me and Gagnon. We like them both. We spent time together. We went to like our billet brother basketball game yesterday. It was pretty fun to watch him. So yeah,
What game did you go to?
it was like he was playing in basketball like um, middle school thing.
Oh, oh, oh,
Like
oh,
it's cool. Yeah,
you said like her what like one of their kids is what you said?
yeah, my billet brother.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, oh, okay, sorry, I misheard you. Okay, I got you.
no, you're good.
Oh, that's awesome. Have you guys gotten to experience anything else in the States since you've been here, or has it kind of just been like full-fledged like hockey and just kind of focus on school?
I've been to a Penn State game last weekend, a hockey game.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, because my cousin goes there, so I went out to visit him and we went to see a game. But it's been pretty much hockey in school since we got here.
Elliot, what about you?
Yeah. We did have a chance to go see the Flyers like before Christmas with our family, and that was pretty fun actually.
Oh, that's nice. I'm a
Yeah.
Flyers fan myself, so I need them to kind of step it up. They kind of fell off there after they beat Dallas. Which it was like they beat Dallas and then everything kind of went downhill right after that for a couple games. But um oh yes, it's kind of crazy because when you guys went to New York, a bunch of the guys, because I remember MA was telling this story that all of a sudden they just up and decided to go to New York City, like downtown, like Manhattan and everything. And then you guys, and then they came back and everybody's like, "Where did you guys go? Oh, you guys went to the city? Like, how'd you do that?" So I couldn't remember who he said he was with, but I didn't remember if one of you two were with him as well.
Yeah, I went with them too. Like he
It was
just
okay.
came to my room. I think it was like 3. We just came back from the rink and he said, "You guys want to go to New York?" Sure.
What did you think of the city?
It wasn't my first time, but it's still impressive every time you go, just because it's so big.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people walking and stuff. It's like a bigger Montreal.
Okay. Is there any
So,
particular part that you haven't seen yet, or or was any part of it your favorite? Like, did you, or what was like the thing that you didn't expect it to look like, but then it kind of was like even crazier in person?
well, I had seen it in one of the. I think you remember. MA said his favorite part was, or Leduc said his favorite part was that building where you stood in one corner, you like talked in a corner, and you heard it in the other corner with the echoes.
Oh, I remember him talking about that now. I forget where
Yeah,
that is, but I've never been in it. But because I've been to the city a few times, but I've never been in that.
yeah, I think that was pretty cool, and I didn't expect it to be like that. But I think I saw it in a movie
Oh, okay.
at some point, but I didn't expect it to actually be like that.
Elliot, which game did you go see the Flyers play at?
It was the Flyers against the Capital,
Oh, okay. Didn't
Washington.
did
Yeah.
the Flyers win that one, or did they lose that one?
Yeah, they won. Yeah, they won in a shootout actually.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one now. Yep, yep, yep. What's growing up, or were you guys both fans of the Habs, or did you have any other favorite hockey team?
At first, I was a fan of the Blackhawks,
Okay,
but now I'm a fan of the Avs since Nathan McKinnon is there. So yeah.
understandable. I can see the correlation in that. William, how about you?
Yeah, I have been mostly Habs all my life, but there's always some teams I don't mind, like Oilers. I don't mind watching. Me, it's McDavid. I've always been a big fan since he's been in the league. I always like the Avalanche. I've never been a big fan like Elliot is, but I like watching their highlights and stuff.
Yeah, pretty dominant team over the last few years. They put on some
Yeah.
good runs and everything like that.
Yeah.
Do you guys enjoy watching any other sports as well? I mean, Elliot liked to go watch his Billet brother play basketball, but do you guys watch any other pro sports as well?
I don't watch it, but I follow the NBA, so I follow stat scores, their Instagram accounts. I could see the highlights and stuff.
Who do you think is the MVP right now if you would have to decide just based
I'm a
off of
big
looking
Yo
at the stats?
Yeah, I'm a big Jokic fan, but I've been seeing Embiid being pretty good. The
Yeah.
70-point night and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take the Embiid side on that one, considering I'm a Sixers fan, but that's a little biased. But Jokic is also top five, top not top five, probably top two player in the league right now, in my opinion.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of Doncic too. I'm the
Oh yeah.
Mavericks.
hmm He also,
He's
what did he have? Did he have a 70? Was it 73?
73. Yeah.
Yeah. There's like five, no, there was like 4 70-point games out of nowhere in like a week, which makes zero sense because it's like they rarely ever happen. But the crazy part was like Cat had 65 and Embiid had 70 on like the anniversary of Kobe having 81, which
Yeah.
is wild.
Then Booker had like 68 or
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
with Doncic having 73.
Yeah. And then like the sad part for Cat was they still lost.
Yep.
Which is wild in and of itself to Charlotte of all teams, which is pretty bad. But
Yeah, they're
Elliot,
not.
oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, Charlotte are not too good.
Yeah. Elliot, do you like to watch any other sports as well?
Yeah, I watch some golf, so like the PGA and the Live Golf. I like to watch some golf, yeah, and also some F1, so like the
Okay.
cars, Formula One. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like to watch this also.
That's getting a lot bigger over here as well. I know it's a growing sport.
Yeah,
Do you have a favorite golfer you like to watch the most, or like even try to pick up like some, traits or habits from?
yeah, I like to watch Bryson DeChambeau. He's like a big guy, hit the ball fast,
You try
so I like to watch him. Yeah,
you trying to get your drive like his?
yeah, I try.
What's the longest you think you've driven a ball out with the driver?
I don't know. I don't have like a golf thing to see how far it
The
goes, but
rangefinder,
so I
okay.
never really see it. Yeah, I don't. So I don't really know.
Have you driven the green before?
Never happened to me before. No.
Okay. There was one time I did that. Like I reached the green, but it was like a little bit to the right. Like I drove as far as the green was, but it wasn't on the green. But I still counted it myself as driven the green because that's what the distance was. So that's what I felt like I counted it as.
Yeah.
And if you guys ever really want to see Coach Thompson like truly, truly mad, just golf with him. And if he has a bad golf day for to himself, what he thinks is a bad day, just golf with him and see how mad he gets. I've done it plenty of times, and it can actually be pretty funny. I've witnessed him have a bad drive after bad drive, and then like the last one he had, he just kind of sat there on the tee for like 30 seconds, just staring down down the the fairway, and I was like waiting for him to move so I could go shoot. Do you guys think that would be something that you think that the whole team should do? Like I already mentioned the charity golf thing, but how sweet would it be if you guys could one up your coach that way, beat him?
Well, I've heard he's pretty good, so I'd be pretty pumped if I played a good game and he played an average game, just beat him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been told he was pretty good. I think he said he was scratch or there or about to be scratch. I think it was a very low handicap.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what his handicap is, but I know he's I mean, he's the one who's taught me the most about trying to golf and everything, so. But do you guys have any final thoughts? I think we're about wrapped up here. I kind of ran out of questions myself, but do you guys have any final thoughts here going forward into a playoff push? William, I'll start with you.
I think we just have to get hot at the right time. I think if we were able to beat Utica twice, it would really put us in a good spot. We'd be in a home spot for our playoffs, our first round, and it'd obviously be good for our confidence and the momentum side part of things.
Elliot, what about you?
Yeah, just like Will said, we need to win against the good team coming up, and after we have the showcase, so we need to do good at the showcase, and to be ready for the playoffs.
Yep. Just got to keep that momentum and get that swagger and the good vibes going. You guys have done well the past couple games, so hopefully you guys keep it going. William, keep finding ways to put the puck on net and get some more goals, and Elliot, just keep doing what you're doing in the corners, man. Just keep being that bruiser out there that you are and doing everything that you guys both can to help get some more W's. But with that, William, Elliot, thank you guys for joining me on this edition of The Roar. I'm Clay Thomas. Find us on YouTube, Hershey Cubs The Roar, as well as at Hershey Cubs on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, or Hershey Cubs on Facebook. Hit that like button, subscribe, or follow us on all accounts. Fear the Roar.